well, welcome to Chop It Up for the next to last, or the last, actually next to last Tuesday in the month of January. And we're already through a major portion of January. Chop It Up is the place where we do the barbershop conversations that guys having across the country. We do it for your entertainment, your edification, and just because we can. My name is Keith Harris, and I could be your next representative in Congress if you elect me. Welcome to the podcast.
Darian Lewis, Tulsa, Oklahoma. As always, happy to be here and cannot wait to hear this.
Kari Watkins, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You all know that I'm not a man that gives in to peer pressure. I'm not a man that rides a bandwagon. I'm not a man that goes with the masses. But I'm here to say that I'm sad. I'm throwing up the white flag. I'm giving in. Because I never want to put another man down. I never want to do that. I've been a lifelong Cowboys fan. We've had some ups. We've had some downs. We've had a lot of downs. A lot. And that's even better. But I have to say good riddance to Mr. Dakota Prescott. It's time. Again, I don't want to put another man down. I've been a lone rider on his bandwagon for a long time. His brother's tired. I'm tired. I can't do it anymore. So, Dak, I can't say it's been real and I can't say it's been fun because I don't want to lie. It's been. You tried. But we have to bring in somebody else. Ride off into the sunset. Maybe we'll see you on the other side. But as a Dallas Cowboy fan, it can't be soon enough. Peace out, y'all. That's it. I'm done. Done. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. I can't do it.
Oh,
I can't do
ladies and gentlemen, that was Tori's opening monologue.
Yes.
Snaps, claps.
I can't do it anymore.
Mr. Prescott. Wow.
Mr. Dakota Rain Prescott. I rode with you for a long time, buddy. But when you got Mr. Irrelevant coming in and leading them to victory, and guess what? Dallas has got weapon out. I get it.
The third
Pollard went out. Pollard went out with a broken fibula. That was huge. I even said it. That's a huge part of our offense. But the defense showed up. The defense did its job. That's okay. Hey, no take backs. This is what you get. Hey, this is
drama. Pure drama.
You already know. So yeah,
he said he don't even get the benefit of his nickname. He's Dakota now.
Dakota. I'm calling my government name, Dakota Rain Prescott. Dakota Rain. You know what? I hate to say this. I do, because this dude is loony. Bringing Aaron Rodgers. I don't care. Bring him in. Let's get him. He don't want to be in Green Bay anymore. He don't want to be there. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
I just cannot see him in a Cowboys uniform.
I can't either, but it's better than what we got as far as quarterback. Hey, I stuck with him.
Listen.
Year. I mean,
listen. Let it out, brother. Let it out. This is it. We're here for you, man.
This is a safe place.
This is.
I appreciate it.
Seriously, because yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So are they seriously talking about? I mean, have they started talking that serious that quick?
No, of course not. You know, Jerry ain't. Jerry is not going. One, he's not going to show his hand. Two, he's got too much pride to say Dak isn't going to work after spending all that money on him. You know, he's not going to do that. You know, good. If he, you know what? If he does, I'll be the first one to admit that I was wrong. I'll be the first one. But Jerry's got to wait to admit that he was wrong with signing Dak for all that money. And then Elliott's got something on Jerry Jones because, come on now, you paid him all this money too. Is that why the pride of you paying Ezekiel Elliott all this money and you got Tony Pollard back there killing it, but you're gonna hold on to him just to be holding on to him because he's your buddy? Come on, brother. No,
I don't even know if he's your buddy as much as I'm just gonna sit on this.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, man, he's the owner that just cannot stay in his lane. He just can't do it.
Take it.
He knows how to watch things from the sideline, but
take a note from Robert Kraft, man. Take a note from there's so many other owners.
Bro, the rest of the league. Wait, huh?
No, I would say the other 31 teams, but we've got the Browns and the Texans out there. So, they're that organization. And the Raiders, those two organizations are just a joke. So
when it comes to owner behavior,
oh no, Jerry's
a singularity. He's an anomaly
by himself. Yes.
Okay. He is the front office, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I saw him making the draft decisions, that's what I was just like, okay, dude. Okay, man.
Here's the thing: we can't say that Dallas hasn't drafted well because
Dallas has drafted well.
They've had multiple years of talent. We've got the 12-4 years, the 13-3 years, the 14-2 year. We've got this year, 12-5? I mean, making playoffs, but not. I mean, it's just.
So what you're saying is that the reason that the Cowboys won Super Bowls in the past years was because people like Michael Irvin loved that white line. They thought it was something else, and they knew how to cross it. Is that what you're saying?
God.
Oh, he hugged that white line. I mean, on and off the field. So, but you had Jerry Jones running the show back then, and Jerry didn't like that. We all know that. We all know the narrative. We know the story. Jimmy Jones ran that squad, and guess what? Right. The players were scared of Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. They were scared of Jimmy Johnson back in the day because if you didn't do right,
Stevie Wonder wouldn't have missed on those picks.
Hey, you know what though? Van Der Esch, nobody saw Van Der Esch though. I mean, dude's a great linebacker because he came from Boise State, and then before that they were playing 11 on 11. Oh, I forgot what it was. Playing both ways. This kid was just crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Zach Martin, I don't know. There's a lot of guys that he picked. We're like, who, why, and then they develop well. So
here's the thing, man.
You got to I got to give him credit for the drafting. I mean, I have to. I don't want to.
How do you give credit for failure? You got all this talent. You got
coaching. A lot of that is coaching. Seriously, especially
and he's not the puppet master.
Oh no,
he's not been the puppet master for the last 30 years.
But you don't draft coaches. I'm just talking about drafting. As far as the coaches and everything else, it's all Jerry's fault. Don't get me wrong.
So I'm still saying the same thing. I'm still saying the same thing. If it starts and ends with Jerry, how do you applaud failure?
It starts and ends with Jerry. I can give him credit for drafting well because we have great talent when we draft, but that's just drafting. Everything else fails in comparison. You can still in other words, one facet. Hey, you can have one good cog in the wheel and the rest of the cogs are terrible. It's still a terrible wheel.
He's saying that they have great potential, but they execute poorly.
Oh, exactly.
They have potential that if under the right coach, they should be performing much better.
I agree. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many years did you just list where the talent has been stacked in Dallas's favor?
It's been since what year?
You can stop right there. You can stop there.
No.
19.
No. Before, no, I'm sorry. I got my
last century.
2005 and on, we've had really good draft classes. Before we had the terrible coaches, Chan Gailey. We had it was brutal coaches. And terrible seasons. I mean, a good season was us winning and going 1-15, but we beat the Redskins. Oops, excuse me, the Commanders. My bad. Sorry, we beat the Commanders. So when like Romo and all them, whatever, homeboy got hurt, whatever, Roma comes in. So we've had great years. Marion Barber, those years, we beat both Manning brothers, went 13-3. Then, of course, Romo fumbles the extra point or the field goal, whatever, and we lose. I mean, those things like that happen. Penalties out the wazoo. The most penalized team. The Raiders used to hold that title. Used to. Now Dallas does. Just stupid, dumb penalty. And that's what's that? That's discipline. It lies with coaching. Ooh, Steve?
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 Ain't go no time soon, brother.
We know he's not going anywhere anytime soon. That's why this is so frustrating. It's just, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I admit it. I'm finally admitting. I'm waving the white flag. I admit it. It's exhausting being a Cowboys fan. It's exhausting. Oh my gosh.
Evan, I wish you had Take Me to the King on demand right now.
Take me to.
Listen. Them Lord knows I'm tired.
Is Dak Romo 2.0?
You know what, Cam? No, you know who? Oh.
How can you not make that comparison?
You have to, because they're both really good in the regular season. Actually, Romo was better in the regular season than Dak was in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
So Romo was a service. I mean, Romo was great in the regular season, but then when it got to the, I think Romo won 1 or 2 playoff games with those teams. I mean, we've been in the playoffs and we've won a game or two, but this last one was our first road win in 30. Ashley wasn't even born. My daughter will be 29 next month. That was the last time we won a road postseason game. I'm so tired right now. I need a fan.
Eyes tired, boss.
Eyes tired.
Eyes tired.
I'll admit it. I don't want to. I admit it now. It's exhausting. Mr. Irrelevant. All those weapons, and the defense played stellar against San Francisco on Sunday. They did what they were supposed to do.
And what was that last play? That last play.
Was this a revisiting of the Little Giants? I mean, the movie. What are we doing?
That's what we're sitting here like.
Bad News Bears. I'm like, what am I looking at? I'm like, what do you expect? You got 3 defensive. They're going to blow Ezekiel Elliott up. And what did they do? They blew him.
Yeah.
Well, obviously they were thinking they were going to pitch and catch all the way to the end zone. But even that lineup was like, bro, this is not gonna. And they popped the first dude immediately.
Not even going to work on Madden. What are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't understand the.
Mike said they practice it every week.
It's practice.
They couldn't possibly practice that every week. That was so disorganized, even when they did it. Dude, like they turned around and looked like, "What are we doing again? Wait, what are we doing?"
If they practice it,
what are we doing?
If they practice it, wouldn't that mean that their defense would have been able to exploit holes in it? Which means then, if they practiced it, what was up with the defense? So, I think somebody lying. Or somebody deluding themselves.
Listen, there's no way in the world they could have practiced that, because when they lined up, literally everybody turned like
they were. They even who called a timeout? Did they call a timeout? Did San Francisco call a timeout? Somebody called a timeout.
San Francisco called a timeout. Now I am not a coach, but to me, common sense would have said, "Ha ha, gotcha. I'm gonna set up in something else."
Same exact stance.
Yep.
Same. Who is okay? Here's the thing: Ezekiel Elliott has been a terrible blocker his whole career. We're talking college and pro. You put him snapping.
When I tell you that was comic That was
Did you see how far back he got pushed?
and
Yeah.
literally, dude
He
just
was in
stood
the
up
other
and just
end
went,
zone.
He left his feet. He left his feet. It might as well have been the movie Blindside. It was terrible.
oh, that was classic. That was
Yeah.
absolute comedy. But that's the stuff that it's like.
I'm starting it up.
Let's cut you open and let's find as much salt
Mhm.
and alcohol as possible and pour it in on this very last plate.
I'm starting my own group. I'm starting my own group. CA. CFA.
Cowboys Anonymous.
Cowboys
Anonymous.
Fans Anonymous. CFA. That's what it is. It's I don't know why I do it to my own self.
Mm-mm. All right. Speaking of other things that people need to admit and
Here we go. Yes.
kind of rectify. So I introduced myself as Keith Harris, and of course that is not my name. There is a representative from New York who I don't know if we know his actual name, but he goes by the name of George Santos. And we thought that Trump had an issue with telling truth.
Oof.
This dude
right here
don't know what the truth looks like if it came up, slapped him, put a wig on him, and caused him to go dancing down in Brazil.
Dude, they could walk up to him on 10th and Reno. He would still not know what to do. He has clueless.
So we find out he's lied. Well, used several different names throughout his life and career.
Yes, several.
He's wanted or under indictment, I guess, in Brazil. There's a story that came out about him. What was it? Oh, basically setting up a GoFundMe for some vet's dog and then stealing the money.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it. And then there was what's going around now is the fact that he's Republican and he is saying that he's never been a cross-dresser, but there are much videos coming out showing that it is. And then lately he said, well, I was just a young man having fun. I've been young and I've been old. That ain't ever been something I consider fun or have done as fun.
Ever.
Here's the thing. In this day and age, when a reporter walks up and says to you something so cross like that, he could have easily have squashed that by simply saying yes.
Easily.
Now, are you going to now discriminate? Are you going to now say that I can no longer serve? What are you saying here?
Right.
He could have easily just flipped that
easily
in this charged sexual identity environment. He could have easily have worked that, but no.
Except that he would have probably lost his base because again, he is a Republican. He is a Trumper Republican.
Yes, he is.
So it's tomato in some respects.
You have a point there. They don't make any sense to me, and I don't mean any harm. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So yeah, we'll leave it there because I'm confused at this point.
I think we're all with that.
We're all confused. You're not the only one.
So is he going to step down? Is he going to?
Of course, he's not going to step down. You know the answer to that.
I know that.
And they're basically doing away with the ethics committee that could deal with that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pray for this next generation or two. What they're going to inherit. I remember my grandfather said, "Boy, I'm so glad I'm getting out of here before you." I didn't know what he meant.
Now we know.
Now I know what he meant. Boy, I'm so glad I'm getting out of here before you. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He didn't want to inherit my planet, and woo, Lord, okay,
yeah. So alongside that, few months ago, of course, everybody knew about Trump having Mar-a-Lago raided because they had there were classified documents that were missing. They found them in his home.
Wasn't it his lawyer?
His lawyer kept saying that they're not here. We don't
Right.
have any. And the DOJ was like, you're lying. We know you're lying. So we're going to raid.
Right.
But recently, confidential classified documents were found in Joe Biden's VP office from a few years back, and then today it came out that
But wait,
that classified documents were found at Mike Pence's home, I think in Indiana, if I remember the reading correctly.
Yeah.
So
we're all just keeping documents at home. Then that's what we're doing. We all just keeping stuff at the crib.
Listen.
in the garage.
You can't
in a Tupperware container,
bro. They can't do work. Take work home like everybody else. That's not how it works.
No.
It's not how that works. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
This is not a work from home situation.
No, I'm just gonna, get some wings, grab a beer, and
Right?
just knock some stuff out.
You're banging this out real quick.
We're gonna bang this out before we go to bed.
Hey, you got them documents for me to veto real quick? Yeah, hold on. Let me start the fireplace. Real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's order pizza, and then I'm gonna knock this out. We're gonna. Yeah. No, man. No. But my question, because I don't have enough details, but my question is why all of a sudden? Because I think I read that Pence's lawyers who blew the whistle on those documents.
Oh, I heard it this morning, so I really haven't had time to read up on a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
what I read was that it was Pence's lawyer. So I'm just kind of like,
did they do it because you'd rather admit it than someone to find out? I mean,
so what I think has been happening
anyway.
I think what's been happening basically is when Biden's were found, and then the lawyers said, okay, let's do a deeper search and make sure we don't have anything. And then they said, okay, here's some more. I think everybody all of a sudden was like, hey, let me check my garage real quick. Let me go into the basement, them boxes that I brought home from Washington. Let me make sure. Because listen, Obama is probably back in Hyde Park going through boxes. Bill Clinton is back in Arkansas. Like, look, Hillary, listen, I know you scrubbed your emails.
Knowing Bill, he's probably like, girl, just burn it.
and Jimmy Carter's like, look, did I leave any Habitat for Humanity houses we built?
Yeah, look,
everybody. Every living president.
Look at that bushel of peanuts for me and see what they got.
I don't care about Jim. He's like, oh no, he didn't do anything anyway. No worries. He didn't do anything anyway. Yeah, no. Now I'm gonna tell you who needs to do it is Bush Jr.
Oh. He won't remember anyway.
If anybody needs to go through that stuff, it's gonna be him.
Oh no. Dude, who was his vice president again? The dude that can sell potatoes?
Cheney?
No, you're talking about senior. You're talking about senior. Dan Quayle.
Was it Quayle?
Dan Quayle was seniors.
You're talking about senior? I'm talking about junior. Yeah.
Oh, you were talking. Who was Junior's vice president?
Cheney.
Oh, Cheney, that's right.
Because remember, Bush Jr. was like, hey. Well, no, remember Bush Jr. was like, hey, I need to find a vice president. That's so Dick Cheney, I need you to start looking for the vice president. And Dick Cheney's like, hey, I found him. It's
right.
I'm your guy.
We narrowed the search.
Yeah, somebody need to go to Dan Quayle's house real quick. You know that Yahoo got something there. You already know.
Didn't he start a think tank?
Oh, who? Dan Quayle?
He started a tank. I don't know if it was a think tank.
What are you gonna say? What is he thinking about?
I'm almost positive he started a think tank.
For what? Spelling bees? That's the only thing I can think of. Are you looking it up?
Yes, Hudson Think Tank. Yep, you did.
Wow.
It has actually the think tank was already in existence. They asked him to come take it over, come run it.
So he didn't start one.
No, he didn't start one. He just got hired by one.
Yeah,
and that was in '93. I don't have anything that says that he's still doing that or anything recent.
That's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully at least they'll find out how to spell potato by now. That's the hope.
I still hope so.
That's the hope.
Listen, guys, we're in the wrong career field.
Obviously, we picked the wrong path
because all the things that we think would be qualifications are irrelevant.
They're not.
Completely irrelevant.
Remember, Lauren Boebert out of Colorado, wherever she's from, she passed the GED just a few months before she took office the first time. Like, yeah.
Now, we're doing this wrong, guys.
She was like, "Oh, I won. I guess I should get my GED now."
We're doing this wrong, guys. We're doing this wrong. We just need to admit it to the world.
We were lied to. That's what it was.
Yeah, we assumed because somebody told us education was important.
Right.
You're gonna need that education later in life. Somebody told me that.
How dare we take their word for it, right?
Right.
We were lied to.
No, because the decision makers that actually have power to do things to our lives, that was never in the agenda.
Never.
Wow.
Ever.
So
scary.
Yeah. So needless to say, this is an interesting time, interesting season.
It is.
Now I have to ask because I know Kevin, you help me remind me because you're not a conspiracy theorist. You are
a critical thinker.
Right. Exactly.
That's how we're rebranding this. Is that what we're doing?
He's been listen. This has been the spin since the beginning of the show.
That's true. It has. So that we're still keeping that brand.
Because
okay.
Well, because when you say conspiracy theorists, those are the ones that think JFK is still alive. JFK Jr. is still alive. They're the ones who every other week are saying, because I'm not being lumped in with that whole conspiracy theory about several things. Now, I do have some questions, and really, I just have a lot of times it's just questions about different things, and because some things just don't make sense,
or they don't add up.
So, what's up with these documents? Do you really think they're just discovering documents like, oops, we've got classified papers that we accidentally took to other states, not just away from the vice president's house or Capitol Hill or anything. No, we're going to take it all the way to Homestead and forget that we have classified documents.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's so I think that one, just the varying levels of top secret information can make some of that believable. In other words, for the vice president, they may not have the top tier level, right? And so there may be things that are quote unquote classified that are not national security. If this gets out, the world is destroyed type of things. So I just, because I've seen and know about the levels of documents, I think that it's possible that some of that could have just been because they were in transit or because different things were happening. They needed to have that information, have those updates, and it was communicated. Now, as far as I'm forgetting it, that to me speaks a lot to just everyone that's around them. Because listen, if I bring my laptop home from work and I got to go back into the office, my laptop's going back with me. My company right now is on, we're switching offices, so I have a monitor. You best believe they're going to be asking me about this monitor when I get back.
Of course.
So I have questions. Now, in the case of Trump, because I don't trust him, period. I'm just saying, it's a little suspicious there, right? Yeah, Obama. Listen, if they find anything as far as documents with Obama, it's going to be breaking news for the next 6 years.
Get a rope.
Oh man.
You already know.
Yeah.
So here's
And if he does have it, he better go to Joe's house and drop it off at Joe's house. Be like, dang, Joe, what you still got here?
Can you imagine, man? That would be a crazy call. Hey man, I need to roll through. I got something I got to drop off to you real quick. Can you do me a favor? Can you slide this to DLJ?
Just hold it for a quick second. I'll be back to get it in about 3 years. Hold on to this real quick.
Hold on to this. Yeah. What is it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just hold on to it. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So here's my question: when they leave office, aren't there still secret security details assigned to them?
Yes.
So why does this stuff not get checked when it leaves the White House? That's my question. We're talking about us, the U.S. government, the United States of America, do not have enough personnel. And I'm not even talking about just party. I'm talking about any president whatsoever to check this stuff before it leaves. We don't have anything set in place. Come on now. I can't say it makes no sense. It's just mind-boggling.
I'm still trying to figure out, because Secret Service or not, for you to take any type of classified documentation from this public office and it finds its way in your personal home office, means that you handled it.
Or somebody on your team handled it.
Right.
But you don't have Pence out there unloading his own moving van. I mean,
which is an even bigger problem. Think about what you just said.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. There's nobody checking this.
I don't understand why.
I don't believe Pence did. I don't believe that Biden actually had it under their arm and took it in the house. But
if I'm walking out of a job, they're not going to check my bag. Okay, I'm telling you right now, they're just not going to.
You worked in the wrong places then.
I think I work in the right ones. They're not going to say, "Hey, let me see what you're walking out with." Okay, right. It's not going to happen. All right. So that's why I'm like, okay, if you throw a folder or two in a briefcase and bounce, the idea that the handler does that, that's an even bigger problem, because that's supposed to be very limited eyes, extremely limited eyes.
Right.
Yeah, because the question I have is, if you know that there are only so many copies, right? It's not like they down at Kinko's or FedEx Express running copies of this stuff, right?
Think.
So
right.
Let's talk about
limited copies. Right. You have limited copies.
Right.
If you have 4 copies that are for these 4 people to see, then they should go back into I guess what they call a skiff, or go back into a vault or whatever. If you go back that afternoon and there's only 3, you should be able to track who the 4th one belongs to and say, hey, that piece of paper I gave you, where it at? I need it back now.
Yeah, here's your problem with that scenario. How dare you use common sense? What's wrong with you? You know better than that.
Hence being a critical thinker.
Kevin, how much paper do you use for your job?
Morris, you're not wrong.
Morris said, how did Blockbuster keep up with videos better than our government tracks top secret documents? Listen, Morris,
you ain't wrong.
You are. Listen,
you are not wrong. That goes back to my question. Why are we not monitoring this? We've seen this is multiple administrations. We're not just talking about one president here.
Right.
We're talking about multiple.
And Corey, I know how much paper do you use for your job?
Oh, do you really want to know?
Yes.
A lot. Well, actually, no. Within the past 3 years, not as much as we did when we were in the office.
Right.
We don't print a lot of stuff anymore.
To your point, because I see what you're going with, Gary.
Yeah.
The reason I would say that my speculation is the reason that it's still a paper thing as opposed to electronics
Help me.
is because don't think that everything you got in your home right now, they ain't watching that anyway.
True.
But it had to come from an electronic source in the first place.
It did. Yes,
it does.
Did.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're talking about transmitting. We're talking about transmitting different places, what have you, and limiting the likelihood of it getting intercepted electronically.
Oh, and don't forget, we're also talking about that stuff could have been printed at that home. Instead of, or it doesn't mean that it left the White House.
You have a point there.
That's possible too.
You have a point there. I didn't take that.
It could have come in on secure fax. Yep.
Yep, it sure can.
That's
because you already know at their residence they have secure lines, they have secure fax, secure connections. So it very well could have been printed from a remote location.
To me, paper makes it less secure at this point.
Oh, tremendously. Yes.
So yeah, I got a whole lot of issues.
I hear that, but considering that I've got a TV right here that is probably watching me as we're talking, and my TV is off.
Hey, we already know this.
Considering that the NSA has shut down this podcast a couple of times, when Tori starts saying stuff.
Let's get it right. They shut me down. They didn't shut you down.
They shut me and you. They never shut Kevin down.
They never shut Kev down.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, we ain't shutting that down.
Too much. I mean, listen.
I'm
just saying.
That's interesting. We have both been shut down.
Yes, you have. Me more than the average Joe.
What I do remember, Kevin has been frozen a couple of times.
He has been frozen a couple
but
of
the
times.
podcast has never been shut down. They just kind of mess with us to see, okay, what they gonna do.
and just because I went to Morehouse for a couple of years, I am probably on somebody's list somewhere.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's quite possible.
Because did I tell you that there was one time, like literally, we were. First of all, this guy at Morehouse, he was probably 30, 35, enrolled as a student, which
Sinbad,
possible, right? No, it wasn't Sinbad, because if it was Sinbad, we'd have steak every week.
Right.
But this guy, we actually saw him during one of the protests, because shortly after the Rodney King riots that we had in Atlanta, there were, protests, there were marches, there was all these things. Bruh, man, we came around from a area that is not, at that time, was not really part of campus. It was kind of like in the hood, and we came around from like our dorms that were kind of over in that area. And bruh, man was like in the bushes taking pictures. So our speculation was, because we were like, hey, what you doing? And he took off. So speculation was, and it was the first time. It was the first time. I mean, my high school, I think we had, and I don't know if any of my classmates remember this, but I think we had a 21 Jump Street type try to happen in our school.
You said that.
No one surprised me.
You said that.
Yeah. And if you know my school and the money that was in my school and the drugs that were in my school,
wouldn't surprise me.
But don't show up to the school and there's only 8 Black people in this entire senior class saying that you're a new student, and we just kind of like take that at and you're a Black person, and we take that as face value. No, who are you? Where'd you come from? Are you transferring? Especially you coming in the middle of the year. That don't work.
Something
right. Don't work. Never saw her again.
Gone.
But there were some teachers that we speculated was like, yeah, that teacher's a narc right there. He can't teach math, so he got to be doing something.
He can't teach math at an extremely expensive private school.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So,
that even the people that you told us, that were in your school and your class. Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
No.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. So we got a little time left. It's time for an edition of One Gotta Go.
Dak Prescott. Oh, my bad. Wrong category. Sorry. Wrong category. My bad.
Dang. We usually talk about what we keep first. You were like,
I jumped the gun. My bad. I'm sorry.
All right, I just got.
You said that
two
like
real
a
quick.
tick, man, like he woke up out of a nightmare. Dak Prescott, don't.
Morris Jackson said, "Kellen Moore."
Oh my God!
Listen,
Hey, well, he's getting interviewed anyway, so he's he's going to be gone. There's people that want him. So
what we got, brother?
yeah, what we got,
All right.
Kev?
left, right,
Left.
Left.
All right, so one got to go.
One got to
All
go. All right, what we got?
This is all right. French fries, sweet potato fries, waffle fries, or tater tots.
I feel like my childhood just got attacked.
It did get attacked.
Ah,
We got fries, sweet potato fries, waffle fries, and tater
And
tots.
tater tots. Mhm.
Good grief! One got to go.
never to be eaten again, right?
Never to be eaten again.
Oh man.
This is
All
not
right,
a very
so-
diabetic friendly
You picked
topic.
Nope.
Well, you know what Kev put this? Kev is hungry. Kev is
That's
dreaming
true too.
about Saturday at midnight. That's what Kev is doing right now. He's making his own list. Whatever we keep, he buying. So I'm just,
Morris.
hey man.
That was too quick, man. You
That
did
was
that
quick.
way too quick.
Hey,
Yeah.
Morris said that with his chest. Hey,
Tots
he
gotta
said, "Let
go.
me get this off my chest right now."
You said that way too quick, brother.
All
We didn't
right.
even get to our first keep.
Right.
Exactly. I can start this one out. My first keep is going to be right up.
Tots get on his nerves.
Why? Okay, you have to come on and explain this to us, boys. You can't sit back and start lobbing shots and saying to get on your nerves.
Listen,
hot
that
take.
sounded
Hot-
personal.
That's a hot take. Yeah, that's some deep
Yeah,
seated.
that sounds very personal.
Who hit you with tater tots? That's what I want to know. It was a food fight when we
Cause-
in school. It has to be.
It
We
had
got
to be.
paid-
It had to
we
be
got
something
paid
at school
right
because
the
we
tater
look
tot.
forward to Tater Tot Day.
What?
What?
Tater tot day at school? Oh, bro, it was a riot.
Listen, and the bartering and the trading.
Hey,
Hey man, hey, let me get you.
Mhm.
I give you
Mhm.
3 milks for them tater tots.
Yep.
Nah, man.
Business moguls were created on that day. I'm telling
Based
you,
on
man.
tater tots. Yep.
Ah, what I'm telling you. I'm keeping my first one. I'm keeping is fries. I'm keeping fries because if you get rid, I mean, that means there's nothing. You can't have loaded fries. You can't have any kind of. You can't have anything. I mean, yeah, you can keep Burger King's fries to the curb and Wendy's, but McDonald's, no,
And In and Out.
and you can't get McDonald's fries, bro. Or Freddy's custard when they're hot. They have to be piping hot for Freddy's custard, though. Yeah. So I'm keeping fries in general. Just fries. I'm keeping them.
Wow.
Shoestring fries. That's my first keep. First keep.
Morris said either you are a French fry or a hash brown. Make up your mind.
Dude, it's serious. Man, you know what? I'm gonna show up for Halloween at Morris's house as a tater tot and see what happens. I may get throat punched.
No, you're not gonna get throw punch. He's gonna throw a whole bag of candy corn at you.
Oh. Why gotta be candy corn?
Hey, you coming up to the door to the big old tater tot? You tell me.
Oh, fuck it. He's gonna have, you know, he's gonna have a candy corn gun. Go. At the top of his house, a candy corn turret. It's right at the top of his house.
Get
I
off
wouldn't
of
even make it
the
to the
lawn.
porch. I wouldn't even make it to the porch. I wouldn't even make it.
Mm-mm.
Oh man. Okay. My first key. Good night, Kevin. Really? Okay. So my first key.
Y'all chose. I just had left or right. Y'all chose.
Right, man. Right.
Right?
Too late now. Right, man. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the way things are going. I'm gonna stick with fries too, because there's so many things that you do that you can do with fries.
Right.
That Yeah, if those go away, man, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot that's gone. So
I'm going to make it
keeping the fries.
unanimous. I'm keeping fries because carne asada fries.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't
Bro,
wait to get off this
Kev, you
podcast. I'm
told
going
me
to
to
eat.
stop talking about food, and you
Bro,
up here
Listen.
talking about carne asada fries.
Bro,
I'm
I'm ready
just
to
saying.
bite my phone.
We got this
Ugh.
one. Listen, because
Mm.
Burger King fries, you can kick those to the curb. In-N-Out fries to the curb. Even just as far as McDonald's fries are the staple, even though they are probably the worst for you.
They are the worst. That's why they taste good.
Right.
Yeah. But Five Guys fries. So everybody, a lot of places have good fries.
Yes, they do.
But then you're right, as far as what you can add to it, as far as cheese
Yeah,
fries, as far as
exactly.
loaded fries.
Yes.
There's a place here we still got to go. The fry guy who he just does lots of different type of toppings on potatoes, on fries.
Queso fresco on that.
Listen, I think I saw some lobster cheese fries.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah. Oh,
I'm keeping fries.
Keeping
I'm
fries.
Yeah.
All right. So we got sweet potato fries left, waffle fries, and tots.
Yep.
All right. So I got to. I can't leave this for last, man. God, this is hard. Was this too? I'm keeping tots. Sorry, Morris. I'm keeping tater tots because tater tots are delicious. They crunchy on the outside, knifed and soft and hot and steamy on the inside. But then if you get some seasoned tater tots,
ooh,
a little bit of bits of onion and garlic powder in that,
Mm-hmm.
bruh. And if you get it right and it crunches right and it's soft on the end, it may make you want to leave your wife.
it's an experience.
Just saying.
Contemplating divorce. These are so good. Good Lord. That's a little too good.
A good hot tater tot, right? Ooh, Sonic. When Sonic gets a tater tot right,
and when Sonic hit those tater tots right,
just that little dusting of something, not a lot, but just a little, and it hits that little your tongue. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you, you got your taste buds just like a club in your mouth. So I'm keeping tater tots. Sorry, Morris, I got to keep tots.
He said a good tater tot will make you question the sanctity of covenant.
Marriage.
I don't know about that, but I hear you.
It's a joke, y'all. It's a joke.
Yes, we get it.
Find a woman that can make great tater tots. Oh, that just makes the marriage at that point.
She's a keeper. She's a keeper. She's a keeper. Okay, so we got sweet potato fries, tater tots, and waffle fries.
Yes.
All right, I already know. Okay, so I'm gonna keep sweet potato fries.
Okay.
Simply because number one, they have become my go-to. If they're available, I'm getting them. Number one, they're not available everywhere. They're obviously not as common.
They're not.
They're also very versatile. A lot of people don't realize how versatile sweet potato fries really can be. So they've definitely become my go-to. Try to get away from the starchy potato as much as the sweet potato fries. It is a little bit healthier. Again, at the end of the day, you drop anything in hot grease, it negates the nutritional value.
It does. Yes, it does.
I don't care what it is. You drop it in hot grease, it's gonna taste wonderful, but
it plummets significantly.
significantly.
I don't care if it's avocado oil. It doesn't matter.
No. Yeah. You drop anything in hot grease, it's done. It's a wrap. It's all for the taste. Anyway, so just sweet potato fries. I appreciate the difference that it makes in my palate. So we're gonna keep it. Yeah.
Oh, and tater tots are great in an air fryer, by the way. You don't have to drop them in grease. They're fantastic in an air fryer.
Well, so are sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
That's a debate for a later time.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, Kev, who you keeping?
So I am going to keep the sweet potato fries, much for the same reasons as Darian. There's a place here called, what is it called? The Hot Dottie. Hot Dottie.
Okay.
And they serve some it's like honey hot sweet potato fries.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry right now.
Just say
So
you guys
right
know
now.
when you guys come to AZ, we can go on a food tour. And I'm not fasting. We can go on a food tour.
You better not. Hey, that's on if you fast, and they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. So
I can Uber.
This your big moment. We here for you. God's doing things, but if you fasting,
that's
You
all
on your own, bro.
I just need you to write a list of these places you talk about. We can take it from there. Google
But yeah,
Maps, Uber.
keep
What time does service start? All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Walking in the door. All right, y'all ready? Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, everybody.
I need a breath mint real quick. We got some gum. I can't have these Chipotle adobe fries on my breath coming in. Pray for folks.
Oh, pray for people. God bless everybody. Praise the Lord, saints.
Is that all the fries you can give?
Is that hollandaise sauce?
Mm.
Oh, my bad.
And all the fries. Yes, sir.
Is that a garlic aioli?
I'm keeping the sweet potato fries.
All right.
Keeping the sweet potato fries. All right. So it's down to sweet potato fries and waffle fries. Oof. I would say this is the lesser of two evils for me. Because I've yet to find a place. I take that back. I found few places that does sweet potato fries really, really well. And I love a good sweet potato. And but even more so, even fewer have I found places that do waffle fries really well. Even God's joint, they can't seem to get waffle fries right because they never come out crispy, ever. I mean, they come out. It's
hard to get waffle fries. Just I'm assuming it's the cut,
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just hard to get them. They're either rock hard, right?
Or they're poster child for a Rogaine commercial. I mean, they're as limp as I don't know how much. I mean, it's terrible. We can't get those right. So I'm going to have to keep for the last one sweet potato fries because I agree they are versatile, and when they're right, they are delectable. They are tasty.
They're awesome.
And you throw a little bacon on them jokers too.
Mm-hmm.
A little drizzle. Sweet potato fries are it. I'm telling you right now. If they're done right.
If they're done right,
I can eat some sweet. But for some reason, waffle fries, they just. I mean, how many places do waffle? Not a lot of places do waffle fries. If you notice,
no, they're not easy to do. Yeah, they're just not easy to do.
I don't know why they do. But anyway, yeah, waffle fries for me, yeah, they can take a hike. They can go the way of Dakota Rain Prescott for all I care.
Lord,
wow,
yeah. You are so extreme.
Wow.
You didn't know this already?
You know what? I made my decision. So yes, they can Sheol, Hades, Gehenna,
Purgatory.
They're out of here.
Purgatory with Israel.
Wow, he can have all the waffles.
He can have
all the.
It's like
garlic butter waffle fry sounds good.
Ooh. See, now I'm gonna have to try that.
There's no Kroger.
Now I'm gonna have to look at fries.
There's no Kroger here. I forgot.
Yeah,
but
no
I'm sure I can find those.
That
Reese's or somebody.
Promising though. Garlic butter, that waffle fries. That sounds promising.
That sounds good.
That sounds promising. I mean, isn't everything almost good with garlic and butter on it? I mean, almost everything.
Almost.
Not Frosted Flakes, but yeah.
No.
Wow.
All right. So I'm kicking waffle fries to the curb, fellas.
All right. So I've got tater tots or waffle fries. Yeah, there's so much tied to. Oh, let me go back to sweet potato fries real quick. My first taste of sweet potato fries were actually sweet potato home fries. Is the way they cut them.
With the skin still on them?
Yes, with the skin still.
Yeah.
No. They didn't have the skin on them, but they were the home fry size.
Oh, okay.
That
Gotcha.
thicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody had worked on those because they were crisp to a perfection. but when you broke them open, they were hot and fluffy on the inside.
Oh,
Here's what killed me.
what's that?
Somehow they came up with the right mix of sweet and salty.
That sweet savory, boy.
I was like, yeah. And so from then on, I was hooked. Like
That
everywhere I went.
The combination is a lock. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I haven't found it since. You know, I feel like a crack fiend sometimes. I'm trying to get that first high again. Like, dear God, right? Like, how do you do yours?
Where you at, man?
Yeah, it's like, well, never mind. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Right.
Okay.
Right. Just want it hot. All right, real quick. Tater tots or waffle fries? If I can get, man, I can't lie to you. If I can get tater tots, I'm gonna get them. There's just the only thing I can think of is there's some type of deep-seated emotional memory that comes up from my childhood, you know, because tater tot, I'm telling you, tater tot day, dudes was ready to fight over them tater tots, man.
Dude, I can literally see the endorphins releasing in your head right now. Just from speaking about tater tots.
Tater tots, man.
Look at you.
Tater tots, dude.
You did the whole cross. Oh, tater tots. They touched you.
They were deep. They was deep. And the person, you know, the person that was eating lunch that day, because typically you had the tater tots with burger day.
Right.
It was either burger day, and for us, it was pizza day. So they carved us to death.
Yeah.
To death.
Tots and pizza.
You know, like, okay.
Wash it down with a healthy jug of chocolate milk.
You know, maybe it'll calm these kids down. No, we're running.
No, so we're so hyped after lunch.
Yes, we're on a carb high. Anyway, now waffle fries, I love the texture. I haven't really had a good waffle fry though. Comparatively speaking, when you take everything into consideration, I just haven't. But I have enjoyed them. Now I definitely enjoy sweet potato waffle fries that I found.
They tried that for a little bit, and they were okay.
Yeah, okay at best.
They were okay. Yes,
because the only real appeal is the texture. It is the different cut. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with tater tots because tater tots gives you a different flair, and you can definitely do a whole lot more things with it, like you could with French fries, and you have a whole you can
chili
have
cheese tater tots.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
tater tot casserole.
When when you need a fork for your tots,
bruh.
Oh, it's on and popping. So yeah, waffle fries. Israel, you can have all the fries you want, bro.
All of them.
All the waffle fries.
Yeah, man.
Coming your way. You and go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it official. I am kicking waffle fries to the curb, just because. I mean, the value of waffle fries, if you do like add ketchup or any other type of seasoning to it, it gets in the nooks and crannies of your waffle fry. But at the end of the day, we are triggering. Morris, we're sorry. I'm just gonna say, and I know you. I'm sure that you guys have probably had this experience. You go to Sonic, you get the mediocre burger that they serve, but you go digging in the bag, trying to make sure you got every single tater tot.
You get that mint out the way, get that one ketchup packet and the napkin.
I don't care if it got a little piece of napkin stuck to it. I want that last tater tot.
Yes, it's getting consumed.
Yes. So I'm a tater tot. Yeah. If I got to let one go, it's going to be waffle fries. I'm going to have my tater tots.
You and me both.
Yeah. So,
Morris, we will pray for you.
We got you, Morris.
We believe in you.
Yes, we do.
If you need references, whatever you need, bro, we got you.
We got you. We got you, Morris. Morris like, I ain't listening to him to no more.
No, I'm done. Right. Is it for y'all? Click.
It's the last time I listen to them jokers. We got you, man. We got you,
bro.
We got you.
Morris, it would be real petty of one of us to just like the next time we're on to just have a bag of tater tots just sitting there.
Quick shout out to my boy.
Here's the thing.
What up, Morris?
Who's he closest to? That's my question.
Darren.
You.
Oh, you.
Is he closest to me?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, Morris ain't gonna do you like that.
Yeah, he's closest to you. He's Houston. Yeah, so.
Oh, it's still me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Morris, I got you. I ain't gonna do that to you.
All right, well, we're at our time today. We've gone through kind of a few things. Talked about Dakota, Wayne Prescott, and the fact that just saying.
Who's that?
Listen. He's so done. He's so done. Man, listen.
You are where I was with Mr. Trubisky. Who? What?
Yeah.
But even
you were like that with Mitch from the get-go, though. You were like that for draft day.
True, because I was that the day before draft day when they were talking about it could be a possibility.
That's the one and only time I ever texted Kev on draft day. I said,
and I was mad.
I said, bro, are you all right? And he's a Carolina kid, so I mean, I was happy that he got drafted, but I went, ooh. Okay.
So
yeah.
All right, but we're gonna bounce out of here. We'll see you all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed.